Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mother. Here we are in the trade station at Thanksgiving. I trained Anna up, or grinded in Magicant Ground? I don't know. I was in Magicant for a while and fought a lot of enemies, and Anna leveled up a bunch of times. As I said, this is post-commentary, once again, just making sure you know that. So I'm just kind of review what I've done, or what I've recorded at least. And not try to pretend like I'm actually playing the game while I'm talking. So here is Anna's stats. She's level 18. She's got 72 HP, 92 PP. Nice stats. I think I'm gonna take a look at her PSI, but I did get her new equipment. I got her magic coin and a God's bracelet, and I also got her a ribbon from a swimming cat that raised her force up by 4. But it's not an equipable item. I thought it would be, which is why I got it off screen. And I'm gonna try to take a look at her PSI moves right now. Although I keep fumbling around. She's got healing, alpha, beta, and gamma. Oh god, what have I done? Telepathy, obviously, life up beta and life up gamma. Which basically life up beta and gamma are just higher level life up spells. They restore your HP to a greater amount than life up alpha would. She's got all 3 healings, yep. Like I said. Okay, she's got healing pi, which is a nice one. Super heal, PSI shield alpha and beta, so those are going to come in handy. These are more defensive PSI moves. She's got brain shock, which I believe does something. PSI magnet, PSI block. PSI magnet steals PP from enemies, and PSI block prevents the party from being hit by PSI attacks. She's got PK freeze alpha and beta, which are pretty much just defensive moves. PK fire alpha, PK beam alpha, PK beam beta, PK thunder alpha and beta, and that's it. So PK freeze, PK fire, PK beam, and PK thunder are all just offensive moves. I can't guarantee this train will go very far, but yeah, we're gonna go to Halloween. It's gonna cost us 75 bucks because we got 3 people now. But that is the town that we passed on the way to Reindeer from Snowman. So we've got a long train ride ahead of us. We gotta basically go through this all again, which I'll fast forward it, because I'm pretty sure no one wants to watch this shit again. Okay, so here we are in the beautiful town of Halloween. In the North American Earthbound Zero NES prototype version of the game, this town is actually called Spokane, or Spokane, whatever the fuck. It's a play on Spokane, Washington, which I don't understand actually, because you know the pronunciation of that city has always pissed me off, because I've gone pretty much my entire life calling it Spokane, because you know that's how it's spelled. You know, you pronounce propane, it's spelled the same way as Spokane. But apparently, or supposedly, it's pronounced Spokane, which I don't understand, because if you wanted it to be pronounced Spokane, why wouldn't you spell it like A-N-N-E? I think it's stupid. It pisses me off all the time. Yeah, but here we are, fighting a Barbot. I don't know why I have an English accent now. Talking about the Barbots. Nintendo leveled up, which is kind of a rare sight to see nowadays. He's level 30 now, believe it or not. We had our humble beginnings at level 1, all the way back in episode 1. Yeah, the emphasis on the "sode" there. Red Snake. There is a difference between Red Snake and a regular snake. It can try to run away, which I believe it does successfully this time. After this move, after this turn, I mean. I think it mainly just has higher stats than a regular snake, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, man. What do I look like in the Mother Wiki? No, I don't know everything. And so, basically, Halloween has been overrun by enemies and bad creatures. In that case, it's best that you don't know. Okay, well, fuck you, sir. You're not going to tell us about no haunted house, and we don't have to waste our time with you. This guy's running away from me. I'm a cheery mailman. La la la. Do you know where the Rosemary's moved to? La la la. No, I don't even know who the Rosemarys are, sir. So, I'm sorry, I can't help you. The haunted house belongs to the Rosemarys. Once again, we get that mention of the Rosemarys. A ghost started showing up at my house, too. It finally left because it hated how cramped it was. Ha 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 ha! That was a funny joke. So basically, oh god, I just want to talk about this, man. The whole downtown area was so full of monsters that everyone fled here. Okay, yeah, that lady pretty much just said what I was trying to say. Can I help you? I guess not, sir. Thank you for wasting your time. So yeah, so there is a nice little residential area. The mailman's trying to find the Rosemary's new address. If you see him, tell them they live much further to the east. La la la. Oh god, she's singing the same song as the mailman. I hate that la 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 song. It's so overplayed on the radio. Come on, man. That Rosemary girl gives me the creeps. Well, I bet you don't even know her. How can you judge, lady? Oh god, you're so rude, you're making me cough. Oh, you're such a charming boy. Why, I could just gaze at you forever. If anyone can turn our mansion back to normal, I'm sure it's you. Here, this is the key to get in. That was probably the most feminine noise I've ever made in my life, and I really don't want to do it ever again. Our home turned into a hive for ghosts and monsters. So now we live out here. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've made more feminine noises before. Which, is kind of scary. I'm the most upbeat person here in Halloween. Everyone else seems so gloomy, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Yeah, huh? To be honest, I'm not that cheerful a person either. Alright. So that's another example of the witty dialogue I was talking about in the beginning of the game. Private property of the Rosemary family. Yeah, so if we head north, we're going to end up at Rosemary Manor, which obviously we need the key to get in, so don't even bother going up there if you haven't got the key, because it's a waste of your time. So here we are. Another big fat log cabin. It's locked. Ninten's party unlocked the door and went inside. Okay, so here is the Rosemary's Manor. I'm going to talk to this mouse. A suspicious rat. I am not. The room with the piano. Okay, that was odd. So basically, the Rosemary Manor is like a maze. You're going to have two options of doors of which to go through. And you can get lost in here really easily, which is bad because there are a lot of tough enemies here. So there is a certain route that you can take to get to the piano, as the rat said, which is going to be our main objective, is to get to the piano here. And I kind of forget what the path is here. We've got ghosts, of course. I believe we've seen these before. But right here, I forget what the path is, and I kind of mess it up. But I do redeem myself by going back and choosing the right path, which is basically from the entrance of the manor. It's up, up, down, down to get to the piano. Otherwise, you can get lost. There are items here, but I didn't really think any of them were worth picking up. Mostly they're just medicine, so not really that big of a deal. But I mean, if you want them, you can get them. That's fine. I'm not gonna judge you. We got actual zombies here instead of pseudo zombies, which are they're not too big of a threat. Most enemies still do 1 damage, but some of these enemies have new PSI attacks that are particularly devastating. Yeah, this one knows Brain Shock, which I'm not really sure what Brain Shock does. I think what Brain Shock does is kind of like messes up your PSI abilities. So if you use one ability, it uses a different one or something like that. I don't know. Found an antidote, which I don't really care. I think it's at this point that I realized something was wrong, so I return here. Of course, this mouse blocks my way into this door. I mean the rat. He's not a mouse. I shouldn't call him a mouse when he's not a mouse. We've got Biobat, which I don't know what the difference is between Biobats and regular bats, but they're green, so I mean the palette swap alone means they're more powerful. So don't mess around. These biobats don't mess around, man. And I think I'd take an opportunity later on in this episode to show off some of Anna's new PSI abilities. I don't remember exactly when though. So yeah, so up, and we gotta go down these long ass stairs. Run into more enemies. We've got a bloody zombie, which whose sprite is very, very disturbing. Actually, he's covered in blood. He's got a red cloak, and I don't even know. He's got like a little tuft of hair on top of his head. It's gross, man. Yeah, bloody zombies have a lot of HP, but they obviously, if you have the easy ring, they're not going to do too much damage. Yeah, I show up PK Freeze Beta. Does quite a bit of damage. Otherwise, Anna doesn't really do much. If you just choose Fight, she does about 3 or 4 damage maybe. One, because her attack stat isn't very high. Ninten, you're going to die. Yeah. Her attack stat isn't very high, and also she doesn't have a weapon equipped. We're gonna have to buy her a new weapon eventually, but not yet. We've got an alarm ghost. When I was originally playing this, recording this episode, I did not realize just how much of a threat these alarm ghosts could be. Basically what they do is they call for help and they spawn numerous enemies. And they're basically just a big fat pain in the dick. So I'm showing off some more of Anna's PSI attacks. So yeah, we've got Dust Ghost here, man. He's just calling for friends left and right. And I think I'd end up just running away because I'm just like, fuck it, I don't really care. Because I tried killing the alarm ghost at some point and it just wasn't working out. So yeah, just run. He calls for help again. Another fucking Dust Ghost. Good thing I ran away. Jesus. And Anna somehow still learned a new PSI. Don't even ask me how that works. Alright, so now we gotta go down twice. Down these stairs. Go back. And we've got a medicine. And there is the piano. The keys on the piano began to play all by themselves. And we missed the melody because I was talking over it. But that's what we have the ocarina for, so let's hear the entire thing pieced together. So there it is. Those are 4 out of the 8 melodies, so we're more or less halfway done with the game since we have 4 of the 8 melodies down. But the last 4 melodies do actually go pretty quickly, so I'd say we're over halfway done. So that's great. We've got 4 out of the 8 melodies. It's kind of our halfway point, I suppose you could say. And we've got another fucking alarm ghost here. I do end up running away from this one as well. So it's not really... I don't think there's much left to this episode. Besides just fighting this alarm ghost. Yeah, I ran away. Alright, so in the next episode of Mother, hopefully it won't be another post-commentary episode, unless I lose the audio file again. But we are going to not be in the Rosemary Manor anymore. We are going to instead be somewhere else. I don't know exactly where, but I will see you then.